Hey everyone, this is Rishi, and I want to talk about multi-step forms, a very underutilized, very powerful, high converting tactic to capture more leads on your website. People don't use progressive multi-forms enough. Typically, you go to a B2B website and you see a long string of forms with a lot of fields in it. And a lot of e-commerce providers, they just have one field. And both are great in their own way. Long forms capture a lot of data, and short forms just capture the email address and get the conversion right away. But you want the best of both worlds. And that is where multi-step progressive forms are a big win. I'm gonna talk about that as well. So the good with long forms is you capture a lot of data. B2B salespeople love that data. They love getting that job title in. They're great for capturing data, better for segmentation. All around, long forms are better once you have the lead. The bad is you lose a lot of leads. People don't have sometimes that information. They don't want to enter it in. They're on their mobile device and they don't want to enter that data in on with their thumbs. Now, you can have the good without the bad. You can capture the lead with a multi-step form. You capture the lead on step 1, and then you ask for additional data on step 2. And even if they drop off at step 2 with all that other information, you still got that email address on step 1. So you can have the good with the bad. And that's kind of my point here. So that's how you can increase your conversion rate and increase that data as well. So you can collect more data. It's kind of a summary of what I talked about. You can capture more data, and then you can autofill that on the second step. And you want to make the form in such a way, as soon as you enter that information, it goes immediately right to the next step. It doesn't have a loading screen. It doesn't go to another landing page. You want it right away, right where you have their interested information. So right when they enter step 1, it goes right into step 2 with no delay at all. We want to avoid that microsecond of delay or that loading spinner. And that's the goal of a multi-step form. So now I'm going to go about types of multi-step forms. The first one is kind of for e-commerce. What you can do is you can enter an email address, and then you can ask for other information, like maybe what types of clothes are they interested, what type of products are they interested in. They can be checkboxes, they can be additional information. Maybe you want a physical address. For media, this has been a big win for our clients. You get the email address, you sign them up to one newsletter list, and then you ask them, what other types of newsletter lists are you into? So instead of just opting them into one list, maybe you opt them into 6 lists. It's a really great way to understand the needs and wants of your visitors. That way you can really power your segmentation. You get a higher click-through rate on your emails. You get a higher open rate because you're sending them exactly what they want. And you also lower your unsubscribe rate as well. The other tactic that we're seeing really well with not just publishers, e-commerce as well, is you first ask a simple one-click question. Like, what do you specialize in? What are you interested in? And since the amount of things that they have to do is so minimal, it's just a click, then you ask them for information. We simply have been doing this on our own site, and we're seeing a higher increase in conversions with this tactic. You get your foot in the door, and then you give them the offer later on. So you ask them a little bit about themselves, and then based on what they click here, you personalize this message. So if they click on a specific button, you change the topic based on that. So they know they're opting into the right thing as well. Another type of 2-step, multi-step opt-in is you first get the email, and then you do a one-tap SMS opt-in. So especially for mobile, you get their email address, and they can just click this button. It opens up your native SMS screen on your mobile phone, and then all they do is hit send, and they get automatically opted in to your SMS system as well. So this is all stuff you can do with Digioh. We have so many things you can do with multi-step forms. You can do little mini quizzes. How did you hear about us surveys? One tap, quizzes in your actual email system. So they click on a button, and then they land on a page where you can ask additional information. Very powerful. Definitely use this. The other thing is we integrate with everything. I'm talking Klaviyo, Marketing Cloud. And as long as the second step fields are nullable or not required, we can keep asking additional questions. You first get the email or the required field that you want, and then we do an update record on every other step. So we're constantly updating the profile. We're not going to create duplicates. We're going to update the record every time they enter in more information. And let's say they drop off on step 2, they come back to your site, we can start them at step 2 as well. I'm Rishi. I'm excited about multi-step forms. If you're looking to increase your conversion rate, looking to optimize your forms, check us out. We would love to talk to you.